Okay, turn that on, right? So it's Monday, September 2025, that time of day, 1:24 p.m. We have a national RX-5150. All right, you can see me? Great, okay. This one arrived with a little bit of damage as I unboxed it the other day. And I'm going to service these buttons on top here and possibly the recording bar switch in this video. I hope to do so. But meanwhile, I just want to show you ever so briefly. I have it plugged in, but I'll unplug it and just show you I have a little bit of damage. Okay, I picked it up by the handle, but the handle broke off in my first video while I was unboxing. I'll show you the good end. All right, so this is the good end. So as you can see, the back, because the front comes off on this model, the back has got some damage, and this is still good, so I can still plug into that. And then the front panel here has got some damage. And then we come around to the back, all right, and come around to the back, and we have a good battery compartment. Everything's clean inside. We'll put this, keep that on for the time being to help it maintain its, and then of course the antenna. The antenna is in great shape. Pulls out, goes in. Got the tip. That's nice. Okay, and then here's the slight damage. I'm sure it can buff out, right? Can it buff out? Can people buff this out? Really? Okay. And then we've got, some more damage to the front here a little bit. But like I said, if I take this and plug this in, okay, and before I plug it in, I did collect all the parts to this, which is all broke off here in this plastic bag here. Now I've got the tuning knob there, and see here, this knob, I can't find it. It flew off somewhere, and I've searched and I just can't find it anywhere. So I don't have that, but I do have the. Here are the little handle clips. There's two of them. Anyway, that's the handle clip. All right, so much for that. So let me plug it in. All right, it's plugged in. All right, so let me have it on tape mode. So let me hit tape, hit play, and so I just want to show you that that's playing. You see that there? And now the volume on this is messed up a bit, along with the balance. So if I turn it down, anyway, it's just hard to explain. Okay, there. That one's loud. This one's not playing at all. So the way you check this, a lot of people don't think about this, is you get a pair of headphones like this, and you plug it into the headphone jack, and then you can really hear which side is playing or not by twiddling with this. But long story short, we need to run some deoxit through here, so that's what we're going to do. And I've got these two right here. I've got the red and I've got the green. The red has got more lubricant. This has got less lubricant, but it's more cleaner. Less cleaner, more cleaner. Both have lubricant. That's what you should use. I prefer this over this one, but if you can't buy this anymore, get this one. The red can is $16.99 and the green can is $19.99. Anyway, so that's what I paid for that. And of course, after you do that stuff, you want to get a can of, computer air and chase that out. First you use this to blow away the debris, and then you use that to clean the stuff with. Alright. And then I've got denatured alcohol and Q-tips. I put my denatured alcohol in little tiny containers like this, so it's a lot easier to manage. Right? So let me get to it here. Of course the radio works. The radio. So there's the radio. And of course we got that all works. Turn this off. And this has music search, right? So I just hit rewound, and should come back to the beginning, wherever the beginning, there it is. So that works as well. Alright. Okay, so much. So now I've showed you everything except for line in, but we're not going to go there. Alright, so hit stop, get my tape out of here. Alright, put that over here. Unplug this, get these headphones off. Alright, put them over there. Those, okay. Alright, so let's gingerly get this and put this in our lap. Alright, and I gotta, wait, before I do that, let me get this camera here and move it down. This is a YouTube camera. Alright, so it's different than the other camera. Alright, so now we've got this, and we need a magnet thing. Here's a magnet thing right here. Okay, so here's a screw chaser, right? And we take the battery cover off, right? So here's the battery cover off. That over there. Okay. There's one screw in the battery compartment, so we'll take that. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, give me a headset, headlight. I use these all the time. Might be daytime, but it's still a dark hole there, and you can't see in there. And like that. So get in here and go the right direction. Okay, so get that. Easy out. There's a long screw in the battery compartment. All right, and we're let's see here. Okay, this is going to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, and we'll come back to that. There's not a screw there. There's a screw up here. See if I can find it. Oh, there we go. All right, then there's a screw here. There we go. And then no, we didn't get that one. Wait. Okay. No. There we go. There's finally one up here on the corner. So didn't get it. Okay. I think we got that one. Let's see if we can get it out. Let's see here. Nope, didn't get it. Let's try a slower screwdriver. This is a Vessel JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard. It's got a magnetic tip to it, but these are such fun to get out of here. There, I think we got it. Alright, well, hopefully I've unscrewed it enough. Let's see if I can get it out now. There we go. Great. So that one, this one, and then this one, that one. Okay. So we took out 6 screws. All right. I'll just put them up over here. All right. So now, like I said, the front comes off with this, so we have to open the cassette deck door. Right? Uh-oh. Wait. There we go. Cassette deck door is open. Got to pull the knobs off. Right? So pull these off. Those there. We have 5 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's tight. 4. And this one is really tight on here. Okay, when in doubt, get your fork. I have a little salad fork I like to use. Works really good for me. I just get it under here and just kind of lift, and that gets it off. So just a little tiny fork like that. All right. They make door panel poppers, which are the same thing with the use of core stereo. But so here we go. We just make sure the cassette deck door is open like this is. All right. And then we just pull the front cover off. Right, so okay, there went a pylon, which I don't know what that's screwed into, but that's there. And maybe I should open this up on the tabletop here because there's still some rattling of parts inside, so let's see here. And then if I move this camera, there we go, y'all can see just what pops out of here. Let's see here. Well, okay. Too much fun here. Here we go. Well, we did get all the screws out, right? There's nothing in that corner. Well, something is still catching over here where there's no screws. Okay, well there we go. Now it's released. What is this flashlight doing here? I got too many flashlights. All right, so let's get that out of the way. All right, well, still being obstinate. Well, I did get that screw out of there. I got that screw out of there. All the screws are out. There's no in the back here. You don't need to take the antenna screw off. It just doesn't want to come unclipped. Well, all right, so you can see me kind of, sort of. Well, there's nothing to push back on. I'm having such fun with this thing. Well, just don't know why little clips holes, but again, there's, I already took that one out. And the front door is open and it just won't release. So there's probably something got bent up inside here. I don't know what it is just yet. And I can't see why the front door won't come off. And definitely being held on here. Well, okay. Let's see here. Well, just, it won't. There's a bar here, but oh my gosh, just, all right, well, I'm just, should I break it? I don't really want to break it. I do want to put the cover back on because it worked. I already made it, already working. Just why? This is free. And there is these, okay, let's try that. Okay, let's try this. Here are these 4 clips right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And they are free. I can see daylight from them, so the cassette, okay, let's go back to the cassette deck door here. Oh, you know what? That's what it is. That's what it is. It is the cassette deck door. All right. Yeah, I forgot on this one here, you have to pop the darn door up. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, that was it. And thankfully, all 4 clips are still on there. And there's so many things to remember about these models. All right, so now to come off, because the front door, even though it was open, actually we can close it on this one here, and now we can just simply pull it off the front. That's what it was. Okay, so there it is in all its glory. You can see it. We should have a speaker wire up here, which is what, there it is right in front. So let me get my camera and take a picture. Should have taken a picture at the beginning, but I didn't, so there's a picture of that. And then here's a picture of the, oops, oh, that was okay. And then this is the speaker wires which come up to here, which are right there. So I got my finger in the way. Great, so then got enough light on here, so there we go. Okay, good picture. All right, so now I know that that is the speaker wire. We'll just unclip this. Just pull straight off. It did. Okay. It's stuck on the side there, stuck here. Alright, and so here we have the complete front panel. There it is in all its glory. We've got the piezo tweeters on top. Got a 3 ohm. That's all it says. 3 ohm with no power rating. Speakers in the front there. And they do work. It's just the rest of it doesn't work. Wait, where can I put this? Okay. I was working on my Toshiba stuff. So, okay, so now what I want to do. Okay, well this inside is, see if you can see it. Yeah, it's pretty clean. All right. It just has a lot of extra plastic bits in here, which are all, see if I can shake these out of here. Well, there we go. There's that one, and then there's this one here. There's a whole bunch. Oops, well, okay. That's not a big deal. It's gonna, okay, there's much holding this in place. So this is your power level meter thing. Okay, so here's a whole lot more plastic stuff. And so if anyone needs a good working guts and has a bad case, well, no, you need to have a good case, bad guts. There we go. So I've got good guts and a bad case. Alright, so yeah, so this is held in place by, okay, there's normally a screw that goes there and a screw that goes here, and those, oh, okay, those are the case screws. The case screws hold the radio in place, alright, and yeah, so that's what we have there. More junk, alright. Okay, well, not much I can show you here, simply that you need to, again, take your deoxit and spread into these holes here and clean those, and then take these little covers off and you spray deoxit down the tops of the switches as you're working back and forth. Here's your mixing switch and so on and so forth. And then the tape deck, which doesn't need belts, as you see it working. It runs on a flat belt over here, and it's just 4 screws, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. There's this one, that one, this one, and that one. And then you can take this cover off if you want to change the this belt here, and then the motor is on the back side. Here's the motor back here, so it's a counterclockwise motor. If the motor would, oh, that's a good thing I could say. If you're working on a tape deck and you have the motor like this, it's looking at, you open it up and the motor is here, then it's a clockwise design. So if there was somebody asking me about somebody's working on a little Sanyo, and he had it apart, but I couldn't tell if it was mounted like, I think it was mounted like this, so it would be a counterclockwise 9-volt 2400 RPM motor needed. But this takes a counterclockwise motor. But if the motor is mounted this way in any tape deck, then it would be a clockwise motor. All right, so this is how you would tell. if the back of the face of the motor is facing you as you're looking at the front of it, it's a clockwise design because the motor rotates in a clockwise fashion. Let's see here. Wait, no, it goes in a, yeah, clockwise would be, now I'm getting confused. Let's see, yeah, clockwise would be this way, so this would be rotating, anyway, I understand it, I just can't, I get all, okay. Anyway, so this has got some dust. Let's see, what I use is a paintbrush. I take a paintbrush up in here, and normally we do this outside, but this is not so bad. I just take a paintbrush to this, and then I just paintbrush it really. And so it's you know, it's old. It's, you know, not the perfect thing, but it will work pretty well. And then I would use, oh, what did I do with it? Let's see, here we go. The industrial strength of these. Get my little bit of, you know, easy to get to stuff, you know, and like this, you know, and open this up and put this in here like that, and then just, you know, clean this. Actually get to it this better. So I'm cleaning the head right here. So there's got a little brown on there, like, yeah. Anyway, but I just wanted to get to this point because I wanted to show you how to take this apart, and I can't remember everything. I thought that the, see that, let's see here, is that? Yeah, that's all right. It just needs cleaning. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah, so almost broke it. I didn't break it anymore, but so yeah. So this would be fun to get this back together. The guts are good. You could put new belts in it if you'd like. This one's not a very easy one to put a belt in because it uses a flat belt. If you've ever installed a flat belt in a cassette deck mechanism, well, it's not easy. Especially the soft touch mechanism, because it has the flat belt and you have two other smaller belts. One runs the auto stop mechanism and the other one runs your fast forward and rewind function, whereas the flywheel is directly connected to this here, which then will have a gear drive and possibly another tire behind here that you need to replace to make the take-up speed. Anyway, okay, I've had fun. I didn't want to make this too long because I've got to go do other things. All right, so I'll just get this camera off of here. Anybody watching me? Maybe if somebody. Let's see here. Here, wait. Well, I can only hold one camera at a time. All right. Well, here we are. So here's this. 23 minutes. Not so bad. Okay. So I'm just going to end it here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I've had too much fun. I wanted to. Anyway, that's all. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.